Yeah.
Hey guys, it's time to lay the last pay cards on the table and show you the roadmap for raising pay. If you've been following along since last September, you've noticed that we've been focusing on comparative data. We've compared our current pay to GS with DoD special salary rates, to the 1998 CBA or the Green Book. And let's not forget, members of Team NDJH were nice enough to compare slate book pay to the imposed pay bands from 2006 to 2009. So why all the comparisons? Well, as you've heard me say throughout the campaign, you have to know where you were and know where you are if you're going to chart a path forward. But more important to that, you have to know the rules of the game. The rules are defined in Title 49, and I showed you earlier that NDJH had their facts all wrong. They actually thought that an impasse went to appointed federal judges and not an arbitration panel made up of 3 private sector arbiters with federal experience. The federal law requires that the panel make their decision based on the effect the ruling would have on the FAA's ability to attract and retain a qualified workforce versus the effect of the decision on the FAA's budget. When negotiating with the FAA and then presenting to the panel if needed, the keys to our success will be to show that you are understaffed because of the low hiring of qualified applicants and because of the high attrition rates to the DoD and the private sector. Basically, the problem is the CBA does not pay enough to attract and retain a qualified workforce. During all these videos, we've been focusing on members, showing the membership why the FAA has problems retaining that qualified workforce. We've done that by showing in many of our facilities, our FAA air traffic controllers make less than their DoD counterparts, and that is the start of the pay problems. We've already proved you are underpaid, and our staffing proves that the FAA can't attract and retain. Fixing the broken pay bands is where it starts, but it doesn't end there. As you saw in previous videos, you also need to fix your facility pay levels. Then we need to fully fund and expand CIP. When you're making this choice in this election, don't forget that in 2009, the CIP cap was $30 million. In 2016, we carried the same $30 million over. In 2024, it's still at $30 million. And we need to stop the exploitation of the workforce through these overuse of overtime. And we need to add to our differentials. To end, let me say this. Always remember that all of your pay problems existed in 2016 when they didn't touch pay. Also remember that regardless of what NDJH are saying now about improving your pay, in 2016, the CBA there was not a single dollar added. I can't emphasize that enough. In 2016, Jamal Haltom agreed to a contract that did not add a single dollar to any pay band. He didn't create any incentive to move to mid-levels. He didn't touch AG pay, and he didn't add a single dime to premiums, differentials, CIC, or OJTI pay. But now, in 2024, after their attempt to force Rich Santa to extend the slate book to 2029, you're supposed to just trust that NDJH will get it done. This time, they are going to address your pay. Sorry, but I don't buy it. And I'm betting that the membership isn't buying it either. In this election, you have a choice. You can vote for Team NDJH and advocate for extensions and the financial crumbs that the FAA leaves to them, or vote to return to the table and fight for what is rightfully yours. I am Mick Devine. I am the New England Regional Vice President, and I ask for your vote as NATCA's Executive Vice President.